Hi, Whitney. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Okay, so today we have Whitney Combs with Pure and Simple Creations. Whitney, what is Pure and Simple Creations?
Pure and Simple Creations is my photography company. I specialize in family, maternity, and birth photos in the Winston-Salem area.
Fantastic. That sounds a little unique. I've never quite heard of this. How did you get into it?
I've been photographing in general since I was a teenager. About 10 years ago, I attended my niece's birth, and it was so interesting and so powerful, and just those first moments were so exciting, and they needed to be captured. And so I started looking further into it. I became trained as a doula, which is a
Wow.
birth assistant
Mhm.
basically. And so being able to be in the room while somebody gives birth and see those first moments when they meet their baby is really important to me.
It's magical.
It is.
I definitely see where you're coming from there. So why are you so passionate about this?
I think it's important for families to have those first moments captured. You have a lot of moments in your life captured, your wedding, general family portraits, and those first moments that you meet your baby are really important and they're really special. So I think it's important for people to have that, to have support during
Yeah.
their birth from a doulist perspective. So just to be supportive and have the type of birth that they want, and have those memories and have positive memories of it.
Yeah, I can't imagine going back and seeing that moment. And my daughter's almost 18, but like, of course, there wasn't a such thing as
Right.
this type of photography then. So I'm just like, I'm blown away. It's an amazing service, and I really, really hope people understand how important it is, because you're exactly right. That first moment, you can never get that back.
No, and
Just
everything is
thinking
such a
back on it,
whirlwind.
it's very magical when you meet your baby for the first time.
Right. It's such a whirlwind that people forget to. So you
Mhm.
forget certain moments. So when you have those photos and you're able to look back, it's really important to have. And I think people really appreciate having them once
Yes.
they do.
Awesome. So, all right. So, how do people contact you about this type of photography session?
So I am on Facebook and Instagram, and you can see my website at puresimplecreations.com. Any of those, you'll be able to contact me. My email address is on there.
Okay, perfect. And what do you want to say to people considering like the maternity and birth pictures? What would you say to those
I would
watching?
say, as far as birth photos, I know it seems intimidating and it seems graphic, but it's not as graphic as you would think. My role and what I really enjoy are those first moments that you meet your baby. So it's a lot of human connection and family connection, as far as when your family members or other siblings meet the baby. It's not extremely graphic, and you can see that from my work. It doesn't tend to be. If that's something that you want, I'm happy to do it, but I like to focus more on families and the connection that they have, because it's always unbelievable.
Awesome, Whitney. You said that really well about how people are intimidated by it, and it seems a little graphic, so it might be a little standoffish to kind of make that conclusion that you want those moments captured that way,
Sure.
during such a tender time. But
Sure.
I think you really said that well. So
Thank
there's
you.
a place that they can go to see some examples of your work. Is that on your Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook, if you search Pure and Simple Creations, same for Instagram. And like I said, puresimplecreations.com. You can view them there. And if you want to see anything further, I'm happy to show you.
All right, so we'll get some questions going for you. I was going to ask you just one more thing. What all areas do you cover?
I'm working mostly in the Winston-Salem area.
Okay.
So with Forsyth and Baptist, I have
True.
not done any home births, but if you're out there and you're interested, I would love
Great
to be
idea.
there.
Yeah.
But once things are a little sketchy right now with COVID-19
Yep.
restrictions, but once we're let back in the hospitals, I think it's important to show natural, happy hospital births. I think people get caught up in the medical side of it, and it's important to show whatever type of birth you have and whatever type of birth you
hmm
want.
I think this type of photography could catch on now more than ever because it's super creative. We're going through the most strangest of times, and maybe we want to capture the most positive of moments.
Absolutely. I agree.
Awesome. Awesome, Whitney. Thank you so much for doing the interview. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.
Happy 4th of July.